back by popular demand, Big Time Drew.
Okay.
Tacos don't smell like that.
What kind of nipples are we talking about?
I won't go.
We're back, and guess who we have in the studio again? If you hadn't guessed by the intro, it is Big Time Drew. How's it going?
It's going good. Thank you guys for having me. And
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes.
only the person to be the second time guest on the show. I feel honored.
As I said in the intro, back by popular demand.
Yes, this is Big Time 2.
Big Time 2 Electric Boogie-Drew.
And Big Time is back and bigger than ever.
We had mixed reviews on you, like overwhelmingly positive, mainly from the men. We had positive for most people, but there was a certain group of women that just did not like you. In fact, they hated you.
That's shocking.
Yeah, was it that these particular members of God's B team just didn't get you, or did they all just have one big collective stick up their ass? That's what I'm leaning towards. I want your
I think
take on
they're
this.
jealous because their men are obviously not Drew and they could never pull a Drew.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Like, they don't call me Big Time for anything. Like, I tell the truth, and like, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I didn't come on this show because I wanted to win a popularity contest. Clearly, I was here to speak my mind and to be myself. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I don't care.
So it's just tough shit for them.
Absolutely.
They're not on a podcast.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, we got the numbers. Like, of this podcast, the views that we got were...
Feed me those numbers.
That's it. We had... I don't really have them right on me because I'm not the tech guy.
I was not told what the show was going to be about, so I did not come prepared.
I heard something like 445 minutes or something like that, right? Well,
What? Do you mean views?
yes, and the views.
Is that,
yes.
No, it was in the 700s.
Oh, no, you're in the sevens.
Higher.
Well, and there you have it, everybody. Just like Big Time, the numbers don't lie, neither do I. So you know what? Tough luck. That's on you. I'm here to speak my mind. If you don't like it, nobody asked you to tune in, so I thank you for being worthy of your time and your comments. You're welcome.
That rhymed.
That was a very good rhyme. I did like that. And yeah, that's...
He's over here spitting fire.
Damn right.
A future rap career ahead of us. Started on the podcast.
Take all your hate speech about Big Time Drew and just stick it right back up your ass.
Women.
Well, okay, yeah, women.
Yeah.
You know, there was mixed reviews all over the place, but I mostly positive. I mean, most of the people got him just fine. But then there was just that group of women. They just, something about you rubbed them the wrong way, and I don't get it.
And it just puts a big smile on my face that the first comment on the video was actually going to be degrading a whole entire race of white men and at being like, who gave us the right to vote? And I say to you, thank you for that comment. I'm so glad I got your attention and that I rubbed you the wrong way. So you know what? You're welcome.
You know what? That first comment was much better than the second comment, which was just barf.
I started to actually explain to that woman that, you know, it was, I think, the 17th Amendment that gave men a right to vote, because the founding fathers wanted to limit that shit to wealthy landowning white men.
Yeah.
And then we fucked it up.
Shh. Another episode, Sean. Okay, go on, Drew.
But yeah, I mean, so as far as the comment goes, I say thank you. I appreciate that I was worth your time, and you know what? You all make me sick too. So
You look pretty good at that, Drew. You've been practicing.
Yes.
I'm all, yeah. So that's what you have to say to the women who just, well, I'm assuming they're women. You never know these days. We had a guy named Cynthia.
Ugly women.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who they are or what they are, men or women. They watch, they listen, they decided to make the time to comment, and I take great pride in that because that's what I'm on here for. I'm all about getting the numbers up.
Haters gonna hate, right?
That's right.
That's what I didn't understand is we had people that didn't like you, but then we also had other people that were not negative. They were like, we want more. There was not enough Drew in the last episode for these people. They were like, we need more Big Time.
Absolutely, and that's why I'm here today, and I'm here to give you more, and I'm here to turn up the volume.
And I don't want our listeners to say we don't give them what they want. They ask for more, Drew. Here it is.
Big time is here.
Bend over and take it.
In a big way.
Big time.
Yeah. And everybody's been wanting to know what's been going on with Big Time. Well, there's been all kinds of things going on in my life. And I got to tell you, Easter's just around the corner, and we're celebrating, something really special. And that is the fact that this is Easter Eve, and we're celebrating the second coming of Big Time, the most important person on the planet. That's me. And, when I get involved in something, it's like I got to show up, and we're going to be talking about me. I can't miss that opportunity because nobody knows about talking about me more than me.
Absolutely your favorite subject.
Now,
absolutely.
Now I have a real quick question here, Mr. Big Time, and that's why do you hate eggs? Why do you hide them from the children on this Easter Eve?
Oh, he's trying to make an Easter joke.
The children aren't allowed to his house, remember? He doesn't hide the eggs.
No, that's what we talked about last time. His neighbors won't let their kids come around.
Absolutely. Like, if I had a maid where it's in my stomach, because I eat them all, I'll even let them come trick or treating. I don't want any kids in my house.
You eat the kids or the eggs?
The eggs.
Only you would think of that question.
Try and keep up, Sean.
The kids aren't old enough for him to put something else in his belly. So.
But yeah, getting back to your question though, is that
what was my question?
His question about the eggs.
Why Drew hates eggs?
Why he hates eggs?
Well, probably because kids take it the wrong way. Because we're going to talk.
No, kids take it the wrong way. Wrong answer.
Very wrong answer.
Well, it's a wrong question.
For entertainment value, that's definitely the right answer.
Absolutely, I like it.
Is it because women make eggs? Is that why you don't like eggs?
That might have a little bit of a little plan to do with it. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Well, if a woman would ask, what is your favorite style of eggs? I'm an over easy guy myself. What's your favorite style?
Much like their brains, scrambled.
Nice. Ooh. Who can argue with that? That was just great. Can't believe Sean just took something so innocent and made it so Sean.
That's kind of his thing. That's what he does.
He wouldn't be Sean if that was not wrong, so that's good.
Yeah, so you were talking about how being on this show has changed your life. I've got to hear this. Clearly your life has gotten better since you were on here before.
Absolutely.
Everybody is well aware of Big Time and what Big Time stands for.
On the talk of the town,
yes.
And the show has gotten more popular, too. Thank you for that.
Yes,
you're very welcome.
Yes, we have fit into a lot more algorithms now.
Over 50% of our views, correct?
I would say a lot more than that.
And it's just going to get better.
That's what I'm saying. You can't argue with the results because the man had numbers. Our other stuff, Big Time, way out. I think the Big Time footage is probably 2/3, 3/4 of what our total views are.
Roughly 3/4, yeah.
3/4? Yeah. So, how can we argue with that? This guy gets the numbers. I don't care what they like or they don't like.
And
it's obvious what they like.
Look at the guy. Obviously, he's pulled numbers.
Damn right.
Absolutely.
And out of those numbers, they've been 8s and 9s and 10s.
Yeah. I hadn't even thought about it that way, but yeah.
I
thought we were going phone numbers. I didn't know we were going scorecard.
And nobody could follow me. Let's just be honest about that. Like, I was the first one, and the first one to be demanded back by popular and probably by unpopular demand, because I'm sure I was very unpopular with some people, but it doesn't matter. They watch, they listen, and that's what it's all about. It's about getting the numbers. It's not a popularity contest with me. If you don't like me, guess what? I don't care. I'm on this show to speak my mind. If you don't like me, nobody asked you to tune in.
What's not to like
for them?
I ask that they tune in, please. We enjoy your views.
That's it. We need the views. and again, we give our listeners what they want. They wanted more Big Time. They said the criticism we got about your episode was that there was not enough of you.
We need bigger time.
Yes, we need bigger time. Big Time 2 Electric Boogie-Drew. That's what we're here for.
And that's what I'm here to give. And I just want to say, going back to my story, everybody was like, Big Time, what's been going on since you've been on this show? Well, I got to tell you, like, everybody said, you know what? there were so many different opinions of me, and I just loved every single one of them because there were ones that hated me and ones that loved me, and some in between because they're like, well, I don't like what you have to say, but at the same time, I can argue with you because you make valid points because I don't have the freaking backbone to say it myself. And that's what I love. I love being, a leader of men and a follower of women.
Yeah. As long as they mind their P's and Q's, right?
Absolutely.
You're right.
Okay.
There you go. Tell me that's wrong. Who doesn't want to do that?
I wasn't even paying attention. I can't tell you it's wrong. I wasn't listening. I always said,
You've only had 2 beers, right?
yeah, but I have no attention span.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got ADD myself.
It's like it
I
doesn't
kind
have
of
anything to
drifted
do with the
off
content.
mid-conversation. It happens.
I wonder how many beers the women had to have after listening to me on this show, because I'm pretty sure I had to, get under their skin. And
I'm wondering how many beers they had to have before they talked to you.
It depends on how big the stick up their ass is.
Yes, I'll go with that answer.
Smaller sticks require fewer beers. Bigger sticks, more beers.
Bigger, more beers.
Yes, bigger beers. Bigger, better beers.
Bigger, better beers. Bigger, beers. Bigger, better beers.
Yeah.
Bigger, better
Oh,
beers.
so what else has been going on? Obviously, you've had to deal with people in this show. It's like, just tell us what else has been going on. Anything new, dating wise, even?
No, absolutely not. Like, I'm happy as can be. The dating life is single, and I get to go home to a nice quiet house. Don't have to worry about, anybody worry about where I am. And I can come and go as I please, and that's the way I like it.
Nobody trying to bring pets in on you?
No, thank
No
goodness,
cats
no.
whispering in your ear as you sleep.
And,
Yeah, no cats.
and that's the great thing about where I live. Like, my landlord, he's just like me. He don't want no pets in the place, and that's what I love. And I'm such a big time in a way. I mean, just not by name, but just by as a person, because like I was looking for a place to stay, and everybody always said, "Oh, big time. Your expectations of where you want to be is not going to happen. You're not going to be moving into a place where everything is perfect and nothing needs done." And 9 times out of 10, they're correct. But you know what? This is a great story, and this is where big time always gets shown favor in life. There's a man named Roger. He's my landlord, and this was a guy that was going to be put in a wheelchair, and his doctor said, "There's no hope for you. You're going to have to be spending in a wheelchair the rest of your life." And he had all these people build this apartment. It's like a double duplex.
Did you lay hands on him and cure him?
Hey, you're getting ahead of the story here.
No. But the cool thing about this is that a miracle happened. He's walking around healthy as a horse, and it got put up to be rented. And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, I'm a single guy. I got no kids, got no freaking animals, nothing."
I'll have no
woman.
visitors.
And he said, "Big time, I want you to move in. I'm not going to offer it to anybody else. It's got to be you or nobody." So you know what? We're a match made in heaven. He's got a guy that's got no women and no pets in his life, and I got a place that's got nothing wrong with it, and I love my landlord. How many people can say that?
So much time back there.
Yes. A lot of great things happen in my life.
I like that. That was
I got no women and no pets, and I love you, landlord.
Absolutely.
and the landlord can walk.
That's because Drew high-fived him at one time.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. I got the magic high five.
Yes, the holy high five.
Yes.
And no women and no pets.
No women and no pets. Don't need
Per
either
the
one.
lease.
Got-
Was that
Big
in the
time
lease that you
has
couldn't?
no time for either one.
Was that in the lease
point.
that you couldn't? Just like it's like some people are like no pets. Was that in the lease too, where he's like you can't no women? Was that in the lease?
Oh, no, that was just something I
just
added.
added that.
He
Oh,
takes
okay,
care of that himself.
No. So like it was like, you're the perfect one to move in this place, and you know that a guy that's put all the money in the best construction money can buy, you know it's perfect, especially when he's going to be living in it.
Yeah, I would never expect to be less.
He's living with you?
No, that he had it built to live in because he was told he was going to be in a wheelchair the rest of his life. That's why there's a rent.
He gave you his house.
He basically did, yes. That was where
Hell
he was
yeah.
going to live.
It took you that long to catch up?
He don't pay,
Once again,
he don't pay
he has
attention.
claimed he was not listening. He's not having enough beers
Did
yet.
I mention how little I listen?
Yes, we
That's
know.
the reason he's not on the title card.
Oh, yeah, that's why it's with Corey and Sean, because Shane has...
Do you want to call my wife and ask her how well I listen? Or do you just want to check out Kid Free Weekends with Ashley and Shane and find out right then how much I listen?
That was a plug that was good, too.
You like that? I slid it right
Yeah,
in.
he worked it right into the conversation.
I slid it right in there. Just slide it right in.
Slide it right
Drew,
in.
you sliding anything right in lately?
No comment on that.
Circling back to
You never know what women might be tuning in. I don't want to break more hearts.
No.
circling back
Okay.
to the
Yes.
original thing where people had their different opinions of Big Time on the show. Didn't we do something that is once again with Big Time is going to be our first thing? Don't we have some listener questions?
Yes, we
that they
do.
wanted to ask him.
Hey,
Oh,
if you all
actually-
got questions, I got answers. Feed them
Look,
to me.
look at that.
Okay.
Sean's finally doing host stuff.
This is
Not just sitting here going,
that's really
Right.
good. The great job steering the
I
ship.
am impressed. Impressed? I'm impressed.
He did good. Okay, first question.
one day I'll
This is
edit
obviously
episodes.
from a woman, and apparently you came off as I don't know, your political views might be a little more obvious to them. Would you rather vote for a Democrat man or a Republican woman?
Gotta go with the man because I will not vote for a woman.
There we go.
There we go.
You
Here,
have-
wait. I have to interject one here. Sean, would you rather vote for a lesbian woman or a black man?
It's a white woman or a black man.
I had to put a little
No,
more
he's
into it.
got to put this stuff.
Oh, okay. A white lesbian or a black man.
Yeah.
And I'm an independent, just to put that out there, so that goes to
I'm
show
a
you how I feel.
libertarian. We're good.
This is taking much longer than it did for Drew. I think Sean's going to stay home that election.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to sit at home and
So
not vote.
what was the next question?
Was there a second question yet?
Well, I only got 3, so I mean, it's...
All right, one down, 2 to go. Let's get it.
Okay, what was your longest relationship and how did it end?
My longest relationship was my ex-fiance, actually. That was 11 months. And it ended actually probably over the dumbest thing.
Badly?
Yes, it was
Okay.
very badly, but very stupidly also because I would not buy her a pizza bread.
You're going to have to elaborate on this because
I'll be glad to.
clearly, in what you just said, it was her fault.
I
Yes.
picked the wrong time
What?
to pay attention.
What, you thought it was my fault? No, absolutely not.
I never thought it was your fault, but
Bitch didn't
that just-
deserve a pizza bread.
that confirmed it.
All right.
He didn't expect the pizza bread. Is what it was.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, here's the story. I was given her a ride to work because her vehicle needed an oil change. So I was going to go take her car to get an oil change and surprise her and go pick her up in her car. So that way it'd be like, surprise, I did this for you. You don't have to worry about it.
Do
And
not look at the odometer.
there you go. And I thought, well, I haven't had anything to eat yet. So, and I was thinking, you know what? I have a taste for Subway. And I said, you want to get anything from Subway? Because I'm hungry. And she said, no, I'm fine. And we drive all the way to the freaking Subway. And I am just now pulling in front to make my order. And she said, yeah, I decided I'm hungry now. I was like, okay, what do you want? She's like, I want a pizza bread from Domino's. Like, you wait till
Bitches look
now
like
to tell me
Domino's?
this?
We're at Subway.
Exactly. And
It's like,
I-
so you want the pizza sub?
No, she wanted a pizza bread from Domino's.
Better than
Which-
the Domino's pasta bread.
And I
Well,
said
it's a
no.
good thing they deliver, so when we get home, you can order you one.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even going to go that far. I was like, we're at Subway. You either get something from me or you get nothing at all. That's the way it works with me.
Bitch, you fat, you ain't eating nothing.
You don't need no more carbs. That's why we're at Subway.
Yeah, at bare minimum, that would be completely enraging.
And that relationship had enough constipation as it was. Next
Well,
question.
Yeah, boy, yeah, I think I'm with him on that one. I would totally kick her to the curb. You sitting at Subway, don't fucking order from Domino's.
No woman of mine's gonna eat.
Yeah.
Especially from
Freaking
Domino's.
pizza bread. No.
You want fed, you go somewhere else.
Because I eat fresh.
It's like, you know how I'm picking you up from your job? That means that you have money. You order the Domino's.
Yes, that'll go on your credit card. All right, third and final question, because, I mean, I probably have more, but I don't check all the social medias to,
He'll
faithfully
look
enough.
afterwards and find some really good questions.
Yeah, I'm sure all the good ones. What what is the weirdest thing you've ever been called during relations?
This is probably from somebody who was a fan of
You mean like by a cousin or something?
No, relations is in like,
Not those kind of
Oh, like
relationships.
fucking.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
it. That's it. That's the one.
Okay.
What's the weirdest thing I've ever been called in a relationship?
No, during relations.
Oh, during relations.
during coitus.
During coitus.
Was it?
That's what they put, was relations.
Was it? You're not in because it's mean as hell to say that.
Or,
Never had that one, no.
Or was it? Get off me, motherfucker!
that's never flattering.
No. Probably the weirdest thing I've ever been called would be
Already?
that one has actually happened, but that's not the weirdest.
Color me surprised.
But I'm gonna have to go with, instead of big time, it was about time,
About time? Well, I
because
guess-
it took a long time, man. I enjoyed every second of it.
Nice. So the weirdest thing you've been called is about time.
Yeah, because it was like, man, you couldn't wait for it to be over.
There could be a lot to be said about that too.
Yeah, there's some misconceptions there.
I mean, I've never been told hurry up and finish. There's usually not time to get those words out.
So, thank you for those 3 questions, by the way. It's nice to know
Yes.
that you all were curious about big time.
Yes, thank all the listeners that provided us with those questions. So, what did we learn? He would prefer a Democratic man. Are you said you're an independent?
That's correct.
Okay, but in being an independent, you go Republican or Democrat?
It's not really based
Well,
on
the-
the party. It's
The,
more,
the whole,
based on the
the whole
candidate?
point
Okay.
of independence is to,
So say you just you don't want to waste your time on voting for a woman.
there you go.
Gotcha. Okay. And then the second one, I don't even remember what it was.
Oh, that was
believe
the
that
pizza
was the
bread.
second one.
That was- no, that was the pizza bread. was the second
yeah.
one.
the pizza bread.
So you
The
broke
Domino's
up.
pasta bread bowl.
You broke up with your fiance because she's a psychopath and wanted a pizza
So-
bread at Subway.
So yeah, interesting topics from all you question people out there who have little things to do with your life. Yeah, politics, pizza bread, and about time that things were, not as interesting as what you thought they were.
I'm really, I'm really
it's
glad.
about time that stands up.
It's about time. Let's get started already.
I'm tired of giving you this bored look.
Oh, now I'm finally stopped looking interested.
About time finally I can breathe.
But I've risen up since then.
Yeah, well, that's good. Everybody's got room for improvement, especially Sean. Yeah, but that's just as a human being, not.
There's plenty of room there.
That's it. He's got a lot of wiggle room to make himself better. Okay, go ahead, Drew. That's it. Like you're the star of this episode, and people wanted to hear more from you, and I want to give the people exactly what they want.
Speaking of giving the people exactly
Damn
what
it,
they
Sean!
want,
I said we're hearing more from
Corey.
Drew. Oh,
Wasn't there a certain thing that they wanted to hear about?
You're right. Apparently, one.
They want to hear something certain. Come
Yes,
on.
they said something. Apparently, you made a comment to somebody at one point about all the good ones keep dying on you, and I guess they want context.
Oh, so we're gonna go there, huh?
That's what the people asked for.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the story on a couple of those because
This has happened more than once?
well,
That's what part of
Well, there have
all
been a few sad
means
stories in my
it's more than
relationship
one.
life, and unfortunately, some of them are gone because, I did have a love interest that I talked to for a few years, and she did OD at a very young age, and that was
rough.
really tough.
That happens, yes.
And one of the other things is the first woman that I ever fell in love with, I was actually going to propose to her on the day that she actually passed away because we had found out that she had cirrhosis in her
Took
liver.
the easy way out.
And-
Okay, so this may be why some people don't get you.
One did a lot of drugs and one did a lot of drinking.
Exactly.
I don't relate to the drinking at all.
I've never been with a woman that does drugs,
I don't know if I have or not.
except for the vast majority of them.
Okay, so there we go.
He's like, they're not women, they're homeless.
Well, these are not like Bill Cosby
Oh,
drugs.
God.
I'm not giving them to them.
And just eat a sandwich in front of them. That'll attract them right to you.
Damn right.
I wasn't even thinking about it like that either. Thank you.
Did he fade into a hunt the homeless bit?
I tried to, but
Oh, okay.
his response was funnier.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so that's it. For the people that don't like you, that gives them a better understanding of who you are and, why you may feel the way you do. Because, shit has happened to all of us, and obviously shit has happened in those two instances.
Absolutely. Things happen. Bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people, and vice versa. It all happens. But
And in all reality, you're better off for going through all that stuff. You're a stronger person, right?
absolutely, Big Time's doing the best he's ever been doing, and I'm happy where I'm at right now. And yeah, we were talking about whether people do drugs or do drinking, or if they're homeless and need a ham sandwich or whatever. But
Or a cobra.
Cobra.
And I just don't want to come off as that I hate women. I love women. Summer's around the corner. It's my favorite time of the year because we get to see the women in their bikinis. And I don't want anybody to think I'm a pervert or anything because I only stare at the parts that are covered up. Just want to make that crystal clear.
From my window across the street.
And that's another thing. There's one of two reasons why a woman would undress in front of me. Either one, she really wants me, or two, she just hasn't seen me staring at her from the tree yet.
It's hard to climb up a tree with binoculars.
There you go.
Or four, the judge is dragging his feet, signing that restraining order.
Yeah. It's hard to get up in that tree with a set of binoculars and a giant jug of Jergens.
And I fed it to my paper shredder.
You need a lot of Jergens for that.
Oh my God! So there you go. To me, that humanizes Big Time a little more in that you've been through the same shit the rest of us, and here you are, big time as fuck, and y'all can't deal with it. Am I getting that?
I feel like that's
what
the way
it sounds
is.
like.
That's exactly what it sounds like to me. It's like these bitches that just don't like him. It's their fault.
They're jealous that they're not living their best life.
He doesn't hate you. It's just he's not afraid to talk about your shortcomings.
And a lot of them just leave because they know they're not good enough for me. That's all it is.
It's not that he sees you as God's B squad. It's just
Clearly. Thank you for clearing that up for me. Yes, that's exactly the way it is.
yeah. So I don't understand why they felt so hostile towards you, but goddamn, some of them did.
The truth hurts. So do I.
Ooh, that's a round joke.
You mean your butthole, right?
Dropping my phone.
Oh, man.
I got Corey so fucked up. He's falling on his chair over there.
No, I'm just a fat guy, and my thighs aren't flat enough to hold my phone. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Okay.
You have to stand up again for that.
Yeah.
It's all right. I understand. I got fat too.
Yeah.
That just
Like
means
at
there's
least
more of us
your
to love.
ankle
That's
better.
all.
That's it. We're all big fellas here except Sean.
Yeah,
It's not like it matters in his case.
Yeah. Well, it does a little.
That's horrible.
Hey, the bigger you are, the harder it is to get those squirrels. So I got to work on that. They're fast.
Oh, you're right.
So you know the thing
He
about
needs
climbing
that
trees
agility
also.
for the squirrels.
I don't even think my cardio would allow me to climb up a tree right now. I'd have a wheezing heart attack, 2 feet up. Like, I get one leg up, I'm fucking done with this stuff.
I got kids. I'll just tell you, climb that tree.
Yeah. Jenna is tall and lanky, and she's athletic, so she could get up those trees to kill those squirrels really
Go
quick.
fetch that squirrel.
Yeah. Boy. That's why people have kids, right? Is
Yeah, to
just
do stuff.
Yeah.
To do stuff that they don't want to do.
You're cutting your grass, and you're just like, man, I got to do this for the rest of my life. And then it hits you like, wait a minute.
Like, wait a minute, I can have a couple kids. Oh, God.
I
That's
don't
good.
want to pause this show to go get a beer. Son, go get it.
Hey, get on it. Oh, my God. Well, this
Daddy, can I have one? You ain't drinking my beer, son.
No, get
You
your
buy
own
your
beer.
And thankfully, I don't have to worry about that because I just got me, the one I love more than anybody.
And that is all you will ever need.
Absolutely.
No women, no pets, no kids.
No women, no pets, no kids.
Because the way they got it now, it's like you can watch Netflix from your phone. You can go up and get your beer and just keep watching Netflix on your phone.
What if you're watching it on the TV, though?
But you still have
It's
to get up.
called streaming.
Yeah, well, you still have to get up. When you have kids, you don't even have to get up.
We've taken that completely out of the equation.
Yeah. It's like the robot in Rocky 4.
My kids are a little more mobile than that robot, but okay.
I wish they'd speak as much as that robot did. Like, I can do with a lot less lip.
Oh, yeah.
So it turns out my oldest son, he's got my mouth. I'm so proud of that boy.
Yeah.
He's like
That's my son.
Damn right.
10, I think. I'm not sure. But we're sitting there and we're watching Thor Ragnarok, and Thor and Loki and the girl.
He doesn't know. He wasn't paying
Who knows
attention.
the girl's name? I wasn't paying
The
attention.
little one?
No, in the movie, in Ragnarok, the sister.
Oh,
Anyway, my youngest goes,
Kate Blanchett.
Daddy, that's me and my brother and my sister. I said, yeah, I guess it could be. He's like, so I guess that makes you Odin. And without missing a beat, my other son goes, you mean Odin? I was like, you little motherfucker, you got me. I'm so proud of that boy.
yeah, that's good. Well, let's hear some more from Drew now. I mean, is there anything else that you would like to discuss about how being big time has changed your life for the better? Because obviously, I mean, it can't get any worse from being on this podcast.
I mean, there's
Not
a
enough people
confidence
listen.
booster. I hope that I, have set an example for men all around the world to never be afraid to be yourself and just to be open-minded, open your mouth, speak what feel like inside. Just don't worry about what people think of you. That's the whole key to this whole interview.
Totally. And honestly, this is a lesson in confidence for sure, because you clearly don't lack any of it whatsoever.
Absolutely not. People always want to be like, well, I don't know if I like him or hate him, and I'm thinking, if I care, what's that going to do for me? Seriously.
That's it. Yeah, I don't give a shit if
I
people
like me,
or
that's
hate
all I care about. I got me and the dead presidents in my wall. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's all you really. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Sean's got him and the dead squirrels in his pocket.
And the three cats telling him what to do.
It's not in my pocket.
Keep
Upstairs in the
his pocket.
cabinets.
Keep them in the oven. The cats like them warm. Oh,
Smells less, too.
yeah. Well,
It's a new oven. It's sealed real good.
yeah. The seals haven't burned off yet. Well, you know what? We are about out of time, and honestly, I'm hoping that we gave the listeners what they wanted, in that we gave them a better idea of who Big Time Drew is, and I'm hoping we gave them a sufficient amount of Big Time Drew.
That's right.
If not, we'll just have to have him back.
Yep. Well,
That's
we're gonna
right.
do that anyway.
And you know what? It was an honor to be the only second guest on this show. I'm glad I had questions that needed answers, because I'm full of answers. That's what I'm here for.
And I appreciate how forthcoming you were, because even obviously that fourth question made you uncomfortable, but you still answered it because, hell, you are who you are. You went through what you went through.
Absolutely.
He gives the people what they want.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's like, they were just looking for a context to what kind of, like, that kind of comment would mean. And honestly, he laid it out exactly as it happened. Shit happens, and he's better for it. So,
And here I am.
and here he is, and by God, not short of fucking confidence one bit. So,
And let me just say, you haven't heard or seen the last of me. I will be back on this show. You got more questions, I got more answers. Let's dive in. I don't care. Let's do this.
damn right. We will have more questions next time. But as for this time, we are about out of time.
Thank you guys for
We're
having
out of
me.
time, so, yeah, thank you for coming again. And we will see everybody next week.
Do we cut here?